The first important threat to Aristotle came from Copernicus in 1543. This is the year that Copernicus published his famous book on the revolutions of the cosmic spheres. In this book, Copernicus proposes that the sun and not the earth is the center of the cosmos. He was a man of the Renaissance who studied in Italy and was influenced by ideas of symmetry and proportion. So he reasoned that it made much more sense to place the sun in the center and order the planets according to how long it took them to complete a revolution around it. So in approximate numbers, Mercury takes 3 months, Venus takes 8 months, Earth 1 year, Mars 2 years, Jupiter 12 years, and finally Saturn 29 years. That was his new ordering of the cosmos. Of course, this new arrangement of the cosmos collided head-on with the Aristotelian order. After all, if the Earth was just a planet going around the sun, why would things fall to the ground? That made a lot of sense when the Earth was the center of everything. And also, if the Earth was not the center, did that mean that we humans were also not important anymore? If the Earth is just a planet, are there other beings living in other planets, like Mars or Saturn? And also, what happened to the Aristotelian division of the cosmos in 2 parts, under the moon and above the moon? The problem with the Copernican approach is that his ideas needed a new physics, but he didn't offer any new physics. He really didn't explain how gravity works. For that, we have to wait more than 50 years for Galileo, Kepler, and Newton. Copernicus wrote a very important book about astronomy, but he wasn't a very careful astronomer. It was the Danish Tycho Brahe who was to revolutionize astronomy with his emphasis on high precision and frequent observations of the planets and the stars. Remember that at the time, all astronomy was naked eye. There was no telescope until 1608. But Tycho Brahe was a nobleman, and he had a lot of money. So he used his money to build the most accurate instruments astronomy had ever seen. In 1572, Brahe observed a new star in the sky. But wait a second. According to Aristotle, the skies couldn't change. How could a new star suddenly appear? His observations showed that the new star was farther away than the moon, another big problem for Aristotle. The skies could change after all. Well, we now know that Brahe's new star was actually a dying star, a supernova event. Then, in 1577, Tycho observed the Great Comet, also showing that it was farther away than the moon. And even more dramatically, it cut right through the sphere of Mars. So not only the skies could change, but there were no crystal spheres holding the planets in place. Now what? First, you needed a new physics to explain how the planets orbited the sun without the spheres to carry them. And then you needed a new physics to explain how the skies could change. By the beginning of the 17th century, Tycho's discoveries had revealed serious flaws in the Aristotelian scheme. No one knew exactly what the cosmos was like anymore. These were confusing times, very disturbing times. The crisis illustrates well how our view of the universe and our place in it change as our tools become more powerful and allow us to see better, a central theme in our course. Never in the history of science this becomes more dramatic than in 1609, when the Italian Galileo Galilei points his telescopes to the night sky and sees a cosmos that had little to do with the Aristotelian view.